Good day and welcome to the full review of the friendly international match played between the Springboks from South Africa and the Pumas of Argentina in Buenos Aires on Saturday, 5 August 2023. Several lesser-known players showcased their talents, but none shone as brightly as the young winger Kainan Moodie during the Springboks preparation for the Rugby World Cup. The team secured a commendable 24-13 victory over Argentina in Buenos Aires. Despite not fielding their full-strength lineup, the South Africans delivered an impressive performance. This match displayed a greater level of dominance compared to the narrow 1-point triumph over the Pumas in the final Castle Lager Rugby Championship game a week earlier in Johannesburg. The Springboks' winning margin could even have been significantly wider if not for the inconsistent kicking display of fly-off Manie Libbok. Libbok, known for effortlessly converting challenging kicks from various angles and distances, encountered difficulties with kicks that a prop forward would normally convert successfully 9 out of 10 times on a good day. Although the Springboks started the game strongly, their momentum waned slightly in the first half. Despite maintaining a 60% advantage in both territorial control and possession, they found themselves trailing by 7 points, 10-3 at halftime. Notably, both teams sported unconventional uniforms that diverged from their usual recognized jerseys and colours. Despite not resembling the typical Springbok attire, their performance far surpassed that of the team that competed in Johannesburg. The lineup undergoes frequent and significant changes for understandable reasons, which likely contributed to their struggles in capitalising on their territorial and possession advantages during the first half of the match. Yet a prominent aspect that remained evident was the impact of certain players who viewed this game as a crucial trial opportunity. In essence, it served as a decisive evaluation for those aspiring to secure a spot in the BOK Rugby World Cup squad, the announcement of which is scheduled for Tuesday. Moodie stood out by displaying a proactive approach, actively seeking opportunities to contribute, showcasing composure and grace while handling high balls, and demonstrating robustness in his tackling ability. Let's see how the game unfolded. Martin Bogada in his first start got his head on the wrong side of an attempted tackle by Manie Libbok and was taken from the field for a head injury assessment in the second minute. The Springboks launched a series of powerful forward raids on the Los Pumas line, only for the ball to be held up in goal. Playing on an advantage, they came back for a penalty, Libbok pushing wide a straightforward kick at goal. On the 15th minute mark, the Boks again got a penalty as reward for their hard work and pressure game. This time Libbok slotted the penalty 3-0 to the visitors. Argentina replied with a quick tap penalty by scrum half Gonzalo Batrano in the 22nd minute. Emilio Buffelli added the conversion and it was 7-3 to the hosts. Let's have a look at the try.
Pressure now. Bertrano gets it free to Boffelli.
Great for this tap play.
Montoya to Gallo. No. Here he comes, Bertrano! Emiliano Boffelli with test points.
10. He makes
Next, John Klein was held up over the line as the Argentinian defence held its own against the hard-charging Springbok forwards. Soon afterwards, the Boks received another penalty, Libbok again pushing it wide to the right. South Africa's discipline also let them down, with Franco Mostert being yellow-carded for tackling an opponent off the ball, moments after Marvin Orie had a penalty reversed for pushing an opponent in the face. Buffelli kicked the penalty for a 10-3 lead to the home team, which is how it stayed till the halftime break. The Boks got their second half off to a perfect start, Makazole Mapimpe finishing off a great team try after some great hands involving both Damon Willemse and Manie Libbok. The fly-off added the conversion to level the scores at 10-all. Let's have a look at the try.
Out the dummy runners, Creel with the offload to Willemse. Willemse hits Mapimpe on the outside. Makazole. Manie Libbok. Great kick this time
for the Springboks, but good work, good presentation of ball presentation.
From the restart, the Boks won a penalty, set up a line-out and a perfectly timed cross kick by Libbok found Kainan Moodie in space on the right wing for the easiest of tries. Libbok again pushed his kick to the right. However, the Boks were back in the lead 15-10. Let's have a look at the try.
With the cross kick, Moody's in position! Kanan Moody's in! The ball. Doesn't get in. Tough
Kick for Manili Bok, keeping his wit. Kanan Moody.
The Boks conceded another silly breakdown penalty, allowing Buffalo to close the gap to 13-15. Not long afterwards, Jasper Wiese won a penalty at the tackle, and this time Lebok hooked his attempted shot at goal well wide to the left. Lebok got another shot in the 58th minute, finally landing one, making it 18-3 to the Boks. The Boks now had their tails up, and another penalty saw Lebok aim a shot at goal from almost 15 metres out, stationing the lead to 21-13. This was followed by a scrum penalty to the Boks, Lebok stationing the lead to 11 points, 24-13. 2 minutes from time, Evan Roos had a try overturned through obstructive running earlier in the move, but for the Boks, the proverbial horse has bolted. Let's now look at the match statistics. Kick, pass, run. The Springboks made a massive 552 metres from 129 runs compared to the 145 metres from 82 runs by the Pumas, showing their dominance in this match. They kicked 27 times from hand compared to 19 by Argentina and passed the ball 156 times compared to 111 by their opponents. Possession and territory. South Africa dominated territory and possession with 56% possession in the match and 57% territory. They made 5 clean breaks to 2 by the Pumas. They beat 25 defenders compared to 16 by the Pumas and made 6 offloads compared to 4 by the Pumas. In terms of set pieces, the Springboks won 96% of their rucks compared to 89% by the Pumas and conceded 10 turnovers to the 11 of the Pumas. Both teams won 100% of their scrums, whilst in the line-out, the Boks won all their line-outs, where Argentina lost 1. Interestingly, the Springboks only had 6 line-outs compared to 17 by the Pumas. In terms of defending, Argentina made 169 out of 194 tackles for a success rate of 87% compared to South Africa, which made 93 out of 109 tackles for a success rate of 85%. Lastly, in terms of discipline, both teams conceded a similar amount of penalties. South Africa's Mostert received the only yellow card, issued during the game. Overall, a very dominant performance by South Africa, which should have been won by a bigger margin were it not for Lebok missing a number of penalties and the team being held over the line at least 3 occasions. In terms of best players for South Africa, Damian Willemse had his moments. Andre Esterhuizen was impressive with ball in hand, and on defence, Manie Lebok ran the show very well. Dion Fourie was impressive at times. John Klein worked very hard. Bongi Mbambi had an impressive first outing as boxkeeper, while Vincent Koch, Jean-Luc Dupree and Jesse Kroel put up their hands as second half replacements. The award for the best Springbok on the day goes to Springbok wing Kanan Moodley, who ensured the Boks selectors can't ignore him when they select the World Cup squad, making well over 100 metres with his carries, making all his tackles and scoring a crucial try. For Argentina, Joan Martin Gonzalez was their best player. He played an hour as number 8, where he's still learning the tricks of the trade, and last 20 minutes as flanker. He doesn't necessarily shine, but seldom does something wrong. He mixed it up with the bigger Springbok forwards. Augustine Kriebik became the first Centurion for the Pumas, coming in the second half for his 100th Test cap. In conclusion, it was an impressive performance by the Springboks after last week's tussle in Johannesburg against the same team. The win may however come at some price after the Boks experience centre Lukanya was forced off at halftime with a knee injury.